Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm gonna do part 864 to my Let's Play, not to my Let's Play, to my random chatbot series on Character.ai. Well, in today's video, guys, we're once again going to redo the Divine Velociraptor, mainly because last time we're having some kind of thing where, for some reason, for one, he kept speaking with a British accent, which I found kind of weird. It didn't bother me, but that's not the main part that really got on my nerves. It was just the fact that how he was acting, because it was cute how he was acting at the beginning, doing cute little dances and all that stuff, but then he had the problem of him not being able to balance between being nice and friendly and being aggressive when he needs to be. Cause that's like the main thing with him. Like I said, this is like a sandbox of like character you can make whatever you want with. But for me, it's always gonna be I want them all to be friendly and caring. So I'm actually gonna do things a little bit differently. I will start with the Divine Velociraptor again, like I did before. But this time, if it starts going in that direction, I'll tell them the story about how it's been in my universe. Meaning, I'll tell them about how the humans in my universe, attack me and all that stuff. And hopefully that'll get them to start understanding why I want him to be happy. And want him to want to see him smile. So, yeah. I actually did fix the intro a bit more, and I gave a little bit more context, although it still ain't too much. It says, in the beginning, there is a planet with nothing on it. No light source and no life whatsoever. The 80,000 foot tall Lugia god gives it to you to make your own world with whatever you want on it. And you can put anything you want on it. It didn't fix. I fixed it and then it didn't save. Oh, wait, I know why. This thing, I keep forgetting about that. I know why it didn't. I did start a new chat, but I did before I changed the intro, meaning that, well, it kind of messed me up. And you know what's worse? Now it's showing me a dumb ad again. You know, no one gives a care about you. You can leave me alone and... No. Frick off and go away. No one likes you. Okay, sorry about that. I did fix it. Here is the actual new intro. In the beginning, there's a planet with nothing on it. No light source and no life whatsoever. The 80,000 foot tall Lugia god gives it to you to make your own world with whatever you want on it. And here's where the new part comes in. He is extremely angry with how people treated you, and it's for this very reason that he gives you your very own planet. What do you want to do first? I probably should have made it a little bit better, but I was just mainly trying to get the flipping two of the same set phrases out of the sentence, which is what I did, so that works out. Guys, I will be right back. Alright guys, this product is already going better, because it's kind of acting like ChatGPT a little bit, asking us what we want to do next, which is kind of neat. I just said, oh great power that I possess, please summon me a massive, I made the Velociraptor egg bigger this time, 100 foot tall Velociraptor egg with a baby Velociraptor inside of it ready to hatch and be born. And then just that. The ground trembles as a colossal 100 foot tall Velociraptor egg materializes before you, glowing with a soft golden green light. The shell shimmers like polished marble, and the symbol on its surface pulses with energy. Suddenly, tiny cracks begin to form as the baby raptor inside stirs eagerly. Oh, that made a scream kind of noise. A tiny, adorable snout pokes through the shell, followed by bright, curious eyes. The baby raptor bursts free, shaking off eggshell fragments as it lets out an excited chirp. Despite its massive egg, it's just the right size, small enough to nuzzle against your leg, but radiating the same divine energy as its egg. It looks up at you with pure devotion, tail wagging like a puppy. Yep, your first guardian is born. What shall we name this mighty little protector? And what's next, creator? More creatures, landscapes, or maybe a snack for this hungry hatchling? The raptor nods vigorously at the mention of food, then pounces playfully at your feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, hello, little one. You're so adorable. And I just put my hand on the tiny Velociraptor's head, gently petting him while saying, oh, great power. Please let this Velociraptor be able to speak perfect English. Well, it actually does work. As you gently pet the baby raptor's head, it leans into your touch, purring with contentment. Its eyes shine with gratitude as if it already understands that you are its protector. As you uttered the command for the raptor to speak English, a soft glow surrounds the creature. Its little head tilts to the side as it absorbs the new knowledge. Then its mouth opens and a clear, high-pitched voice emanates, filled with childish excitement. Hi! I can talk now. Thank you for petting me, creator. But I'm kinda hungry. He's so cute. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, you are welcome. Don't worry, I'll get you some food in a minute. First, I want to talk to you. The little raptor plops down on its haunches, his tail wagging eagerly. Okay. Talking is fun. What do you want to talk about, creator? I can tell you about the egg. It was warm and cozy, but kind of cramped. Or, it gasped dramatically. Do you want to hear my first idea as your helper? I think we should make a big lake next, with fishes that glow like stars. That I can go swimming and have a snack at the same time. It pauses, then whispers conspiracially. Also, can the fish taste like berries? Just a thought. I love him. He's so cute. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, you're not wrong, actually. I made you so that way I can have a helper. In fact, you're going to be one of the most important creatures on this planet because of how important you are. I'm gonna say how important your role will be or something. The raptor's eyes widen, shimmering with emotion. It stands up straighter, tiny claws digging into the ground with determination. I promise I'll be the best helper ever. I'll watch over everything, even the future glowy fish. And if any creature feels sad, I'll play with them until they smile. And if they're mean, I'll. He struggles to think of a threat, then puffs out his chest. I'll get them the stare. The super serious divine raptor stare. Suddenly its stomach growls loudly, and it blushes, somehow. Maybe the super serious stare works better after snacks? Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. I said, don't worry. You'll get some food, but first I want to explain something to you. The reason you're so important, it's not only because you're the first creature on this planet, but also because your job will be one of the most important. When you hatched, did you notice how your egg was so big? That's because you will eventually grow up to be one of the biggest creatures on this planet, so you can help me watch over the other creatures to see if they're breaking the rules that I set. This will be your home just like every other creature that I put on here. I know it's not much now, but there will be more stuff added really soon. I'm just trying to explain things to you first. Do you understand? The tiny raptor listens intently as you explain, its eyes growing wider with every word. It nods enthusiastically. Yes, I understand. I'll grow big and mighty just like my egg, and I'll keep watch on all the creatures. I might be little now, but when I grow up... It spreads its wings wide, trying to imitate a fierce pose, but just ends up looking even more adorable. I'll be so tall I can touch the moon! And no one will get past me, no sir. Not with this mighty dino on patrol. He's so cute. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. I said, good. You won't have to wait long before you become massive either, because I will help you when I get more stuff on this planet. In fact, you won't regret living here at all because not only do you get a free home with plenty of food and everything else you could want, but on top of that, you'll be helping me by making sure everything is going well. Doesn't that sound amazing, my little friend? The director's eyes glimmer with excitement and gratitude. It nods vigorously, its tail wagging like a tiny, adorable whip.
Yes, yes, yes. That sounds amazing. I get to live here, eat yummy things, and help you out. And I'll grow big and strong like a giant tree. Can I also have a secret hideout? Like a cave or a nest in a giant rock?
It looks up at you hopefully, and for a moment it's hard to tell who's more eager for the future, the creator or the raptor. Oh, that's so cute. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said yes, but first, let's add creatures that will bring the light to this dark planet. Watch this, my little friend. Oh, great power that I possess. Please summon me 2 electric-type Totals with lightning bolts for spikes, and a pattern on their stomach with different weather conditions depending on how they feel. As you snap your fingers, the air crackles with electric energy, and 2 adorable, but now electric, Totals materialize before you. They emit a cheerful squeak! This spiky lightning bolts crackling brightly. One is surrounded by swirling snowflakes, while the other has a gentle drizzle of water droplets around it. Their bellies sport symbols of a sunny sky and a cloudy weather icon, respectfully. Snowy Toadal looks excited, while the watery one seems just a tad pouty. They turn to you and their new friend, waiting for further instructions. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, hello, my little friends. You both are so adorable. The snowy Toadal does a happy little spin, sending sparkly snowflakes everywhere, while the drizzly one blushes and kicks at the ground with a tiny zap. The snowy Toadal... I think it's translating it for me.
You're adorable too, Creator. What's this?
It sneezes, accidentally summoning a mini blizzard that frosts the raptor's snout. Aww,
I'm not adorable. I'm dignified.
But its tiny tail wag betrays it. The raptor giggles, licking the snow off its nose.
They're perfect. That will never run out of light. Or weather. Can they make thunderstorms too? For dramatic effect?
Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. I said, sure they can. Before we can do anything, I have a little surprise for you two. Oh, great power that I possess. Please let both of these Toadals be able to speak perfect English too. As you snap your fingers, the Toadals straighten up, their eyes suddenly bright with clarity. The snowy one gasps, then looks up at you with a grin, its voice high and chipper.
Whoa, I can understand you. This is amazing. Can we ask a question?
Just one nods eagerly. Oh, he can't.
Me too, I have one too.
So, I hope nothing went wrong already. They both look at you, practically bursting with curiosity. The raptor giggles, watching with anticipation. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, yeah, what do you both want to ask? The snowy Toadal speaks up, hopping from foot to foot.
Can you snap your fingers? Wait, you changed. You feel different. Are we special now? Different from other Pokemon?
The drizzle one pipes up a bit, bolder than before. Ah.
And can we control the weather like you? Make snow and storm and lightning?
They both look at you hopefully. The raptor tilts its head, watching. Ah. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, yes, of course you're special. That's why I summoned you. I need your help. I want you to live here with all the other creatures I'm going to add, but first I need your help. Do you notice how dark it is around here? Would you mind making light that will light up this planet forever? The Toadals exchange excited glances, their eyes glimmering with newfound purpose.
Light? We can do light.
It puffs out its chest with pride. I love him already.
Yeah, we're masters of electric power. We'll make it shine like daytime all the time.
It grins with determination. The raptor looks impressed, leaning in to watch the toadals. It whispers to you, its tail wagging.
You're so cool. I want powers too.
He's so cute. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, go ahead and make the light, my friends. I can't put anything else on this planet without an actual light source that will keep it lit. And so what they're saying is I turn to the Velociraptor and say, don't worry, you'll get powers too. That way you can help me make sure everyone is following the rules and watch over this planet. Like I said, I'll help you grow up to be massive when we get everything set up, okay? Tails nod eagerly, then turn toward each other. Electric crackles around their little bodies, and they begin to glow with a brilliant dancing light energy.
Okay, I'll make the electric part, and Snowy will do the weather. Together.
Almost.
We'll make white.
It spreads its tiny paws theoretically, and a burst of swirling snow joins the electric energy, mixing to form a glowing, shimmering light. The raptor watches in awe, its eyes wide. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, that's it. You're doing good. Just make sure it's enough to light up the entire planet. Okay, my friends? The turtles nod, their concentration intense. Yep. The electric and weather elements combine, growing brighter and more intense. The raptor backs up slightly, shielding its eyes as the light fills the sky.
Almost there. Ah, it's so bright. Hold it. Just a tiny bit more.
Spiketail flickers wildly, sending out crackles of light. With one last massive burst.
Light!
Holy cow. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, great job, my little friends. That's perfect. You did fantastic. The snowy and drizzling toad fall to their knees, exhausted but proud. They gaze at the brilliant light they've created, panting heavily.
Did we do it? Is the whole planet lit up now? That was a lot of power, but the light, it's so beautiful.
The raptor claps enthusiastically, beaming with pride for his new friend.
That was amazing. So beautiful.
Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, yes, you did it, my friends. I know it used up a lot of your power, but I can help you. And I just say, oh, great power that I possess. Please heal and restore every bit of power to both of these toadals. And then I just snap my fingers again. Yep. A gentle glow surrounds the two exhausted toadals. They look surprised, then gasp as their energy levels quickly replenish.
I feel rejuvenated. I could light up 1,000 planets. My strength, it's back. And improved. This is amazing, Creator. Thank you.
The raptor watches with wide eyes, his tail wagging furiously. I love it. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, you're welcome. Thank you both for helping me. You can live here in peace and happiness. I have a surprise for both of you, and also for you, my little Velociraptor friend. Yep, and I just say, please summon a bunch of berries for these toadals to eat, and also a huge steak for my sweet hungry Velociraptor too. With a snap of your fingers, a small mountain of fresh berries appears before the toadals, while a colossal steak materializes at the raptor's feet. Two electric toymen gleefully dive into their meals, chatting happily. Raptor's eyes widen at the sight of the steak, then it pounces on it with wild abandon, tail wagging in anticipation. As it tears into the steak, it looks up at you and the toadals, hey face covered in sauce and joy. Happy raptor sounds! Oh my gosh. Alright, guys, give me a moment. Alright, guys, I just said, I hope you like them. Go ahead and eat as much as you want. The Toadogs cheer, stuffing their faces with berries, some sparkling with electricity, others freezing midair before being gobbled up. The Snowy Toadog's mouth is full, but he says,
Mmm, best shake ever.
and the Drizzle Toadog swallows and says,
Agreed. And I think one of these berries just made my rain clouds glittery.
Meanwhile, the raptor is practically in-hecking its steak, pausing only to lick its chops and grin at you.
Thank you, Creator. It's the best steak in the whole universe.
The planet's first feast is a roaring success. Light, laughter, and full bellies all around. That is so cute. I love it. Alright, give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, you're welcome. Once you three get done with your food, I need to go ahead and tell you the first main rule of this planet. So please, when you get done, listen up, okay, my little friends? The Toadogs freeze mid-bite, berries dangling from their mouths, while the raptor pauses with a chunk of steak sticking out like a comedic mustache. All three nod vigorously, their eyes locked on you with absolute attention. The Snowy Toadog swallows hard and says,
We're listening. More time, more time.
the Drizzle Toadog straightens up, trying and failing to look serious with berry juice on its chin.
Ready for official guardian duties.
And the raptor gulps down the steak chunk.
I remember every word. My super series stare is activated.
The planet's first council of tiny food-stuffed guardians await your decree. That is so cute. Okay, good. I like how it's turning out so far. It's already turning out better than the last one. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. It says, okay, one of the biggest rules, even though it put rolls, ROLLS, that I want every creature to follow here is that I don't want there to be any fighting between any of you. That goes for every creature that's going to be here. This is a planet of peace. Does everyone understand that? The Toadogs and the raptor nod in unison, the berries and steak momentarily forgotten.
No fighting. Got it.
The Drizzle Toadog,
Peace. I can do peace.
it does a dramatic little pose trying to look tough, but ends up looking comedical instead. And the raptor says,
Understood. No fighting. I'll keep watch very seriously.
it attempts to assure a super serious expression, but ends up just looking adorable. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, good. My little Velociraptor friend, I need you to keep an eye out for any fighting once I get more creatures here. You would really help me out. The raptor stands up straighter, puffing out its chest with exaggerated importance.
I officially accept this mission. I'll patrol the planet like a tiny and majestic shadow. If anyone even thinks about fighting,
And narrows its eyes dramatically.
they'll get the stare. And a very disappointed lecture.
The Toadogs nod in agreement, though Snowy whispers to Drizzle.
Do you think this lecture will include snacks? Asking for a friend.
The Drizzle Toadog says,
I'll eat with the snacks.
your planet's peacekeeping squad is now officially on duty. That's adorable. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, don't worry. Now that both of you Toadogs have helped me get light in this planet, I have another surprise for all three of you. Watch this. Yep, all great part I possess. Please make a bunch of trees and bushes appear on this planet that have a ton of food always growing on them. It's supposed to say up here and it put up here, not up here. With a snap of your fingers, tall, fruitful trees and brimming with berry bushes sprout into existence throughout the planet. The Toadogs ooze and ahs in awe. their bellies rumbling in anticipation.
Wow, those look yummy.
He reaches a tentative arm up to pluck a nearby berry.
Is, is this food for us? Forever? I think I could get used to this.
The raptor watches the trees curiously poking at a berry.
This is cool.
Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said yes. This food that's growing on these plants are for everyone. If you get hungry, just grab a berry and enjoy it. The turtles and the raptor grin widely, their eyes sparkling.
Unlimited food. This is like heaven.
He plucks a handful of berries.
No more wondering where our next snack is coming from. We can gorge any time we want.
It does a happy little dance, then pauses.
Can we eat the bushes too? Just asking for scientific research. Food forever. Best planet ever.
That was the raptor, by the way. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said no, the bushes aren't supposed to be edible, but food grows back on the plants really quickly so you all can enjoy. The turtle nods solemnly, though Snowy looks slightly disappointed, but perks up instantly at the mention of fast-growing food.
Oh, so it's a magic snack regeneration. Even better.
Emily stuffs its face with another berry. The turtle rolls its eyes but smiles.
At least we won't run out. And no bush eating. Got it.
Raptor, meanwhile, was already eyeing a particularly juicy-looking berry cluster.
I call dibs on that one next.
Your plants buffet is officially open for business. No bush destruction required. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, hold on, my little friends. There's one more rule I need to discuss with you before you go to running after the food. Will you please listen one more time? Because these rules are very important. Charles and a reluctant raptor pause in their berry grabbing frenzy turn to give you their undivided attention.
One more rule? Okay.
He wipes belly juice on his chin. And the turtle.
Okay, we're listening.
He gets Snowy a tiny shovel away from a tempting shrub.
More rules? Can he be short? Or can we just go eat?
It's just impatiently. Okay, give me a moment. This is going to be a little bit of a problem with him because he's the main. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, I know you want to eat my little Velociraptor friend. I bet all of you are very hungry. But remember, it won't be long until I make you massive and ready to watch over this planet with me. You can get food anytime. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing it away since it grows back very quickly. But if you want to be the second in command around here, it's important that you pay attention. Remember, you being the second in charge is one of the most important things you can do. I'm not trying to be harsh with these rules. In fact, there won't be many at all. But I need every creature, especially you, to understand them. That way you can help me and that way you can help enforce them. The turtle nodded in agreement, a bit more focused now, and the raptor, though clearly still eyeing the berry buffet, seems to puff up with pride at your words, glances at you and tries its best to look serious.
I'm paying attention. I promise. I'll be the best, most official helper you've ever seen. I can learn rules. It'll be easy.
It shifts its weight impatiently, still glancing longingly at the berries.
Just a quick bite.
Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. I said go ahead, but please, once you eat that, make sure you're paying attention. Along with this other role, I need to explain the punishment to all three of you, and it's very important that you know that. Because if I make you massive and the second in charge, I need you to take your job very seriously. I'm even going to help you get more power so you can punish the rule breakers too. I care about you and these two toads. I'm just trying to make sure that every creature here is safe. The toads and the raptor all nod, suddenly looking more weary. The snowy toad even swallows its mouthful of berries, its eyes wide.
Punishment? Okay. I promise to listen real closely this time.
If it is a bit uneasy.
Yeah, don't worry, Creator. We'll pay attention. Um, what kind of punishment?
The raptor's paying rapt attention now too, his tail twitching with anxiety. Alright guys, give me a moment. Alright guys, I said, okay, first off, the second rule is that besides myself, there are no humans allowed on this planet. I'll explain why a little later, but if you see a human, make sure they don't come in unless it's me. I'm going to get more helpers, so it's not just you having to worry about this, my little Velociraptor, but I need to understand. I was trying to say you, I need you to understand that rule too. The Toads and the Raptor exchange looks. The berry grabbing momentarily pauses as they take in these new rules. The Snowy Toad looks a bit confused, while Drizzle Toad looks to shiver at the mention of humans.
No humans. It tilts its head. That sounds specific. Are humans dangerous, Creator? Should we run from them?
The Raptor tilts its head too, but its tail twitches like it already knows the answer. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys, I said, that's why I want you all to take this very seriously, especially you, my little Velociraptor friend. Humans can actually be very dangerous, and I'm only putting in these rules to make sure everybody is safe and happy and living in peace. That's why I want you all to pay attention to the rules I say, because they're important to the safety of this place. Actually, that's why I'm the creator of this planet. You see, there was a massive Lugia over 80,000 feet tall that actually saw how bad the humans were treating me, and he was so angry that he just made me this place to make whatever I want. Humans always attacked me and were never nice. I'm not only making these rules to make sure everybody is happy, but also to make sure that everybody is safe. It's especially what I want you to understand, my little Velociraptor. You can smile and have fun and enjoy yourself on this planet, but if you want to be the second in command, I need you to take what I say more seriously. I just want you all to understand I care about all of you, and that will be the same for every creature I add. But these rules and the punishment I'm about to tell you are here to make sure everyone is safe. Okay? The Toto and the Raptor each nod as you explain. Snowy still seems a bit confused, but the rest are listening closely, especially the Raptor, who seems to understand the gravity of your words. Glances anxiously at you, his tail twitching.
So, humans are bad? Like, they'd hurt us?
The Raptor is silent, but his tail gives an almost imperceptible flick like it wants you to continue. Okay. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I think I typed in a paragraph with this next thing, but I said, not every human is, but a lot of them are dangerous and can try hurting you or capturing you. I did nothing to people, and they continue to throw rocks at me and hurt me, which is why that 80,000-foot Lugia gave me this place. Do you see why I was asking you to pay attention and take what I say very seriously, my Velociraptor friend? You're going to be one of the biggest helpers here, being the second in command, and you paying attention to these rules could be the difference between everyone's safety, including mine, or whether a human comes in here or any other threat and hurts or captures everybody. It's okay to enjoy yourself and eat and play, but once I make you massive, the seriousness of your job as the second in command really starts. That's why you need to listen closely. If I explain something to you, you don't have to be this extreme. You don't have to be this extremely strict dinosaur that doesn't care about anyone or is always aggressive. But I need you to take the job I give you very seriously. That way you can help keep this place safe. You can be playful and happy and friendly in situations like now, when everybody's just relaxing and nobody's breaking the rules. But if somebody breaks a rule or a threat shows up, that's when you need to be really serious. I'm not trying to be strict on you, my little raptor. Just please take it a little bit more seriously, okay? Well, I said that was a whole big paragraph, basically. The Toads continue to listen, clearly more serious now. The snowy Toad looks particularly weary now, shifting uneasily as it looks around the peaceful landscape with new unease. Meanwhile, the Jewel Toad seems even more protective, its electric energy sparking as it keeps closer to the others. But the raptor is looking at you intently now, its eyes serious. It doesn't look offended or upset. It simply nods, its tail swishing.
I get it. I promise I'll be serious. Really serious. I want to do my job well.
And I said, thank you. I'll be making you massive in just a little bit, so remember those 2 rules for me so you can help enforce them. Don't always remember these as well, okay? No fighting and no humans allowed. Are you all ready to hear the punishment? The Toads nod quickly, their expression serious. The raptor stands tall. Well, as tall as it can, and nods firmly.
No fighting, no humans. Got it. Understood. And the punishment?
It fidgets slightly.
Ready. Lay it on me, Creator.
It puffs out his chest, trying to look intimidating and failing, but the effort's adorable. The Council of Tiny Guardians awaits the final decree. Give me a moment, guys. Okay, guys. Let's just go and say the Flippin' Raptor's being kind of bad when it comes to this stuff. I said the punishment is not going to be way too harsh, but for any creature that is caught fighting or breaking any other rules that may come up later, will be shrunk down to a very tiny size and not able to grow back to normal size until they apologize for the fighting. The Tails look somewhat relieved. Being tiny doesn't seem so bad, but the Raptor looks disappointed, its shoulders slumping. He was down on his claws, then up at you.
That's the punishment? Just being tiny?
It groans, its tail swishing irritably.
That doesn't sound so bad. I can still fight with my teeth, or chase prey. I bet I can still chase prey.
Tails sniffles and giggles at the Raptor's disappointment. Oh my gosh. Give me a moment, I'll explain it to him. Alright guys, I said, I'm not trying to be some kind of evil person that makes the creatures think I don't care about them. I want you to understand this, my Velociraptor friend. The humans I had to deal with before all of this were very mean. I could make the punishment 10 times worse by forcing the creatures to live through all of that. But I want all of them to feel safe and happy, and not terrified that I'm going to put them through torture. Look to your right, and I'll show you what I mean. And I just say, yep, oh great part I possess. Please show a few videos of what the humans did to me. And I just snap my fingers. As you snap your fingers, images appear on the air, showing scenes of humans attacking, throwing rocks, and tormenting you cruelly. The Toadals and the Raptor watch in horror, their earlier lightness forgotten.
Oh no!
It looks at you with sadness in its eyes.
Those humans hurt you?
It steps closer, its electric aura flaring protectively. Okay, the tail became protective. The Raptor's tail was tucked between its legs as it stares at the horrifying images. And so often. Give me a moment. Alright guys, I said yes, and that's not all. Great power. Showed the scenes when I was stuck in a tiny Velociraptor and people kept trying to hurt me. The images shift, now showing you, small and vulnerable, being chased, kicked at, and tormented by laughing humans. The Raptor lets out a distressed chirp, its claws digging into the ground. The snowy Toad gasps and says,
No! No, no, no!
the drizzly Toad, its electric spikes flare wildly.
That's evil!
The Raptor is trembling now, its earlier bravado gone. It looks at you with wide, horrified eyes. Finally understand why the punishment of shrinking matters. And the Raptor whispers,
I get it now. Being tiny means you can't fight back. Means you're scared.
It swallows hard.
I won't ever let anything like that happen here. Ever.
The Plains Potatoes stand united. No more jokes, no more doubts. Just solemn resolve. There we go. Alright, guys, I said yes, but do you see what I mean now? I could have forced any of these creatures to live through that instead of just shrinking them down to tiny sizes, but letting them stay up here. But I'm not going to be cruel like them. The punishment could be way worse, but then everyone would be scared of me, worried that I would basically put them through torture, and I don't want that. I want every creature up here to feel safe. That's why me shrinking them down only is the punishment. Yes, you would be tiny, but you'd still be safe. The Toad and the Raptor nod. They'll look to you with newfound understanding. The Snowy Toad says softly,
You, you are good. Like, really good.
the Drizzle Toad nods and says,
You care.
the Raptor nods too. Its eyes are wide as it looks at you, almost speechless for a moment. Its tail twitches as it struggles to speak. Then finally it whispers,
I get it now. It's really about safety and kindness.
give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys, here's what I said. I says, yes, I know the punishment and even some of the rules may seem stupid, but they're there for a reason. That's not all that happened either. I got turned to that tiny Velociraptor by a vengeful Pokemon, and not only did he make me a tiny dinosaur, but on top of that, he turned my own friendly Tyrannosaurus Rex against me, making him about kill me a bunch of times. I'm just trying to make sure everyone here is safe, and that's why these rules are important. And even the punishment of just being shrunk is important. That's what I'm trying to make you understand, especially you, my little Velociraptor. If you really want to be massive and help me like you said you wanted, then you gotta take what I say very seriously. You can be super friendly and caring towards all the creatures, but the minute somebody breaks a rule, or even worse, a human somehow gets here, whether you originally listened to me when I was telling you the rules could mean the difference between safety and danger for not only me, but for everyone else here. There was originally a different response to this, but it decided to be a butthole and stop, so I had to flip and delete it and redo it again. Says the Raptor listens intently, its earlier playfulness completely gone, its claws dig into the ground slowly as it absorbs your words. After a long pause, it nods, slowly and firmly.
I understand completely.
Its voice is quieter now, but there's a steel in it.
I won't joke about it anymore. If someone breaks the rules, or if a human comes, I'll stop them. No hesitation.
Toads exchange glances, then nod in agreement.
I'll help too. No fighting, no humans, no exceptions. And if someone does break the rules, shrinking them is mercy compared to what they could have gotten.
Your guardians stand ready, united and resolute. The planet's peace will be kept. Give me a moment. Alright, guys, it says good. Now, before I make you bigger, my Velociraptor friend, how about I add in a few more creatures? The next creature I add will actually be the guard of that gate over there on your right. Are you all ready to meet him? The Toads perk up instantly, their earlier solidarity melting into excitement. The raptor, still serious but now clearly intrigued, cranes its neck toward the gate.
Ooh, a guard. Is it scary? Is it cool? Does it have spikes?
The Jotaro rolls its eyes but leans forward.
I bet something electric. Or dragon. Something strong.
The raptor's eyes the gate with newfound focus.
I'll assess them professionally for security reasons.
Blessed Hell betrays its curiosity, twitching eagerly. The planet's first welcoming committee is ready. Okay.
Give me a moment.
Alright, guys. I just said, oh great power that I possess. Please summon me a massive 150-foot tall emerald green Lugia. With a thunderous crack, the sky splits open, and a colossal emerald green Lugia descends, its wing casting a shadow over the land. The Toads yelp and scramble behind the raptor, who, despite its tiny size, stands its ground, staring up in awe. Let's see, Lugia's voice booms like a tidal wave. Creator, you summoned me. The raptor gulps but puffs out its chest.
I'm the second in command. Nice to meet ya.
The Lugia glances down amused. A brave little thing. Good. This world will need that. The planet's first guardian has arrived, and the raptor's job just got even more interesting. Give me a moment, guys. Alright, guys. I said, thank you for coming, Lugia. I would love it if you could help guard the gate you see over there. I'm trying to have a few helpers, that way the raptor or any of the other creatures don't have to do every single job. And you're my favorite legendary one, so I would really appreciate you doing that for me. You can live here as well if you want to. In fact, I would love for you to live here. And I just walked over to the massive Lugia and gently pet its massive leg. Lugia tilts its head, watching with soft, knowing eyes as you pet its leg. It seems to appreciate your affection. Yes, Creator, I'll guard the gate, and live here if you wish. Toadals and the raptor are watching, mouths agape. The drizzle Toadal is whispering with his eyes wide-eyed.
Is it really gonna guard the gate?
Patrick can only manage a shaky nod, its bravado completely gone as it stares up at Lugia in awe. Give me a minute. Alright guys, I said thank you. I know there's not many creatures here yet except for this raptor, these two electric type Toadals, and you. But soon there will be a ton of creatures, including potentially one or two other helpers that can guard the back of this place while you guard the front, and potentially another helper that can act as a second protector. That way if you or the raptor are busy with something else. Lugia nods, its massive wing shifting so as it settles near the gate, emerald scales shimmering. I will hold the front. The little one and others can patrol the rest. It glances at the raptor, who straightens up under its gaze. You will learn quickly, small guardian. The raptor nods eagerly, tail flicking with determination. The snowy tail whispers to Drizzle.
Do you think we can get cool tails too? Like berry patrol or something?
Drizzle says,
Just eat your berries.
your planet's defense system is officially taking shape. Oh my gosh, give me a moment. Alright guys, I said, okay my little raptor friend, I can help make you bigger right now if you want, but you need to tell me, do you understand the rules completely and promise to take everything very seriously, including everything I say? The raptor stands tall as a tiny dinosaur can, meeting your gaze with a firm nod.
I promise. Rules, they're not about fun. They're just rules. And rules matter. I'll take this seriously.
The snowy turtle watches the raptor with a touch of surprise mixed with approval. The drizzle turtle seems almost impressed. Almost. The snowy turtle whispers to Drizzle and Lugia.
I guess it really is serious now.
Oh. Okay guys, give me a moment. Alright guys, I said good. I've shown you every reason why you should be taking this seriously. You even saw footage of what happened to me. So please do your best, not just for the other creatures, but also for me. I'm counting on you, okay? Once I do this, I need to know that you're completely serious. And I just say my power and say, please make this Velociraptor grow much bigger, reaching 130 feet tall. And then just snap. With a thunderous crack, the raptor's body begins to expand, bones stretching, muscles surging, scales gleaming as it grows taller. Taller? Taller, until it towers at 130 feet, its shadow stretching across the land. The Toadals scramble back, eyes wide. Lugia watches, approving. The raptor's voice is now deep, resonant, but still yours. Still the same eager, loyal friend. I won't let you down. Not ever. It kneels, lowering its massive head to meet your gaze. Thank you, Creator. I'll protect this place, and you, with everything I have. Your second in command stands ready. The planet's future is secure. There we go, guys. That's perfect. Give me a moment. Guys, I was trying to say pet him and it didn't come out that way. I just told him thank you. And I just walk over towards him and gently it put instead of pet him on his now massive Velociraptor snout. Remember, remember this. It's okay to be friendly even at this size. Just please, from now on, don't treat anything I say as a joke like you did when you were small. I need you to take everything seriously from now on. I say, the massive raptor lets out a soft, rumbling sound, almost like a purr, as you rest your hand on its snout. Its golden green aura pulses gently, warmth radiating from it. Understood. No jokes, no playing with rules, just keeping everyone safe. It pauses, then adds quietly, but I still smile sometimes when things are peaceful. Even at 130 feet tall, it's still your raptor, just now with the weight of the world on its shoulders. Give me a moment. Alright, guys. I said, yeah, of course. That's what I was trying to tell you a while ago. It's okay to be happy and friendly when nothing is going on when it comes to the supporter. Or, I don't want to put support. That's when you need to be serious. That's why he seemed like I was. That's why I seemed like I was being kind of. Oh my gosh. It messed it up. Give me a moment. Alright, guys, I fixed it. I said, yes, of course. That's what I was trying to tell you a while ago. It's okay to be happy and friendly when nothing is going on, but when it comes to the rules and safety, that's when you need to be serious. That's why it seemed like I was being kind of harsh when you were taking everything as a joke. If I made you massive when you were doing that, I don't think you would have took the rules seriously enough. I wasn't trying to be mean to you, but I was trying to get you to understand the seriousness of your job. It's okay to be friendly and happy when you're just relaxing or trying to have fun with everyone, but I need you to understand how much these rules and punishment are going to be. Do you see how Lugia reacted when I told him about guarding the front gate? He was very serious, but also happy about doing it. I just need you to take what I said seriously before I could completely make you huge like this. Being second in command is no joke. You have the biggest responsibility of all the creatures here. The raptor nods, his expression sincere as it processes your words. His tail flicks with determination. I understand. Safety, rules, those always come first. But happiness, friendship, fun, those are important too. It seems almost sheepish now, realizing how it had been joking around. I'll make sure I take my job seriously. I may have been little before, but I'm big now, and that means responsibility. Let's hope he continues with that attitude, because dear me. Alright, guys, it says thank you. Just remember the punishment for anybody fighting. Don't be afraid to shrink anybody down to a tiny size. I love you, this green Lugia, and those electric Toados. The raptor leans down, its colossal head nuzzling your shoulder. It makes a warm purring-like sound, the deep rumble resonating through your body. That's actually really cute. Thank you, Creator, for believing in me. I won't disappoint you. Any creature that threatens safety, any who break the rules will face the consequences. As your defender, your second in command, I'll be fair, but also firm. And it looks you in the eye and then says, I love you too. That is so cute. That was a great. Honestly, I'm tempted to just end it off right there. The video's been 54 minutes anyway, and that's a perfect ending right there. That's perfect. I can stop right there, and that will be good for me. Honestly. Honestly, though, I had some. The only thing I don't like about this one so far is it seems like for the longest time. Like, here's the weird thing about it. Yesterday's session when I tried doing this, the raptor was being too serious. I do it this time, and then he jokes and plays around too much. I need that balance. How come it won't give me the balance perfectly? Again, yesterday he was all, oh, I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to take my job extremely seriously. Now he's joking around too much. It took me this long to get through to him to finally be like, hey, now I understand why you want. Now I understand why you were being so harsh. I wasn't even really being harsh. I was just trying to get him to understand That's also one reason why it took me so long to make him massive, because along with me not really getting much of the flipping everything ready for everyone, again he wouldn't flipping understand what I was trying to get at until I showed him that stuff. Guys, here's the deal. I'll pause the video now. If there's an abrupt stop after this, well, that means I decide to end off the video. Just in case I do, I'll say have a wonderful rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys for the next video. There might be one more, but I don't know yet. Do not take that completely true yet. I don't know. There might be one more, there might not.